Hello all, Project Wargaming here with an update on the Crusader Army. Probably actually the last update on the Crusader Army for quite some time because I've gotten an army all printed and painted up. So very happy with the results. So I think I mentioned in my last videos that I've went in and reworked some of the models and very happy with the results. So each kind of grouping has 4 to 6 different models in each one of them. And so for the foot, I went in and actually put them onto strips of 4 figures each. So that all you got to do is just paint up the strip and then put it onto the base, basically. So there's various poses and things like that on here. The calf I have painted up as well, and those come on. I decided to put 2 models of the same exact calf on each strip. So you still have to clip those, but it's not too hard to clip and put those on just because it's impossible to really paint the models the same way as the foot models. So yeah, I'll just kind of walk through each of them. So obviously we have our crossbowmen here. So painted those up as hospitallers. They came out okay. They're not my favorite paint job. The models are good, but I'm not as happy with the paint job on them. And then did go in and get some archers painted up. So I was very happy with how those models came out. I didn't have to put too many supports really. So happy with how they came out there. And then we have just the standing spearmen, and again very happy with how they did it. You can see on some of the strips I indented a couple of the models just to make it look like, you know, they're not in a complete straight line. I'm just not a huge fan of complete straight lines. And then there you can see a flag as well. This is an old style flag. I actually have redesigned it so that the flag now comes down and touches the guy's helmet. It's not, you know, perfect because it you know, not necessarily would have done that, but it's just a much stronger model. So here on just a unit of knights carrying swords, and I think this guy's got like a little battle hammer or something. You can see how the flag comes down, the banner comes down and actually touches the knight's helmet. So it's definitely more secure as far as staying put and not getting broken off quite as easily. And then couched lances, so painted these guys up as hospitallers. So pretty happy with how they are turning out. You can see that one of the lances broke off on this guy, so it still happens. But definitely not as bad as I thought it was going to be. That unit's the same. Then you can see also just the spearmen. So again, really happy with how they turned out. And then also I have just this leader base. I decided to paint his barding yellow just to make him stand out a bit. And of course he's on a big old round base to make him stand out as well. So it's really hard to see, but if you look at the commander's hat or helmet, you can see just a slight little gold ring around the top. So trying to show that he's a king was kind of cool. One thing I also did was I went in and I kind of rethought about how I'm going to do Hail Caesar. And so I thought, okay, well, if I put 5 of these guys together, that looks like a nice size unit. So this is going to be my normal size unit. And so then what I decided to do was print off some bases, movement trays, I guess. And really happy with how they came out. Each one has this, it's hard to see because I painted it, but there's actually a piece of flexible steel on the bottom here, and then magnets on the bottom of these guys. So they sit in there really nice, and they don't slide around, obviously. You could probably even put magnets on the bottom of this and then put them in the storage tray, just even on the base. It's not super heavy, so I doubt that it would really fall off because you'd have plenty of space to do it. But this is what I'm going to do. I think for movement trays, I can also go in and put the sand and texture and stuff on these bases, just like I did the actual miniature bases. But I thought that would be a handy one. I have this for the smaller one. You can see that it's just 3 bases, and then a large base, a large unit will have 7. So that's a little trickier because I can't print it off on my Elegoo Mars. However, they are coming out with the Saturn, so I could easily print it on there if I get one of those in the next couple of months. But I could also make it in such a way that I can slide 2 of these together or something, and that gives me the 70. But the bigger base. So, anyways, I thought that would be kind of nice for folks to see, kind of where they've ended up. I have gone back in, like I said, and reworked a lot of the models, and very happy with how they paint up and how easy it is to kind of get a thing there. Printing them off was very cheap. It's like, I don't know, like 25 cents to get like 60 to 80 models printed off, at least for the foot. Knights are a little bit more expensive, but yeah, it didn't take too long, and you know, you can print off as many as you like. So they are up on my website again, and I have some of the pictures up for these guys. So anyways, that's the update. We'll talk to you later.